Hello, my name is Joyce Slater. I'm here at World's Window, and we are going to tell a story. See this wonderful, magical golden fish that I found in the store? He is beautiful. I'm going to tell you a fish story, a golden fish story. Yep. Once upon a time, there was an old man and an old woman, and he was a fisherman. Every day he went down to the sea and he would catch a fish and bring it home, and they would eat it for supper. His wife would complain about the fish every day. The fish wasn't big enough, or the fish was just not the right fish. And so he spent a lot of time fishing. One day he was down fishing and he threw out his line and he couldn't catch a fish. Threw it out again and again, and suddenly there was a fish on the line. It was a golden fish, as big as this fish. He pulled the fish out. He said, "Oh, thank goodness, now I can take a fish home to my wife." And the fish said, "Oh, please, throw me back, sir. If you throw me back, I'll give you a wish." He said, "A wish? A fish with a wish? Well, it was a golden fish." And the fish begged and pleaded, and he finally threw the fish back into the water. He went home, and there was his wife, tapping her toes. "Where is my dinner?" He said, "Well, let me tell you the story. I was fishing, and I pulled a big fish out of the water. It was a golden fish. Oh, it was a beautiful fish. But he asked to be thrown back, and he gave us a wish." "You believed a fish? A talking fish? Have you been dreaming, old man?" He said, "Well, all you have to do is try it and see if you get a wish." She said, I wish for a bigger house. We have been living in this little hovel for years. Now we can have a bigger house." He said, "Well, okay." She said, "Go back down to the sea and find that fish and tell him." So he went right back down to the sea and he said, "Oh, fish, oh, fish." And the fish came out. And the fish said, "Yeah? Well, my wife has a wish. She wants a bigger house." "Okay," he said, "go home. It will be as it will be." So the old man went home, and sure enough, there was a bigger house. But, his wife was not happy with that big house. She wanted a mansion. She said, "I want a mansion. I want servants. I want chandeliers. I want rugs. I want marble. I want all of that. Now you go back down there and you tell that fish that that's what my wish really should be." He said, "But I just went down there and I told the fish you wanted a big house." She said, "You go now." And so off he went, and he called, "Oh, fish, oh, fish." And sure enough, the fish came up. The fish said, "Yeah, what do you want?" He said, "Well, my wife wants a different wish. She wants a mansion." "A mansion? She has a big house." "Well, she wants a mansion." "Well, go home and you will have what you will have." And so the fish swam away and he went home, and sure enough, there was a mansion. But this time she was complaining about the mansion. It wasn't big enough. She wanted a castle. In fact, she wanted to be queen. He said, I can't go back to that fish." She said, "You go back down to the fish and you tell him to change my wish." So he always did what she said. He went down to the sea and he called, "Oh, fish, oh, fish." And sure enough, up popped the fish. He said, "What is it now?" "Well, my wife wants to be queen and she wants to live in a castle." He said, "That wife of yours. All right, go home and you will have what you will have. Go home." So he went home, and sure enough, there was a castle. He didn't recognize any of the land. There were servants and workers all over. She was dressed in the most fabulous outfit with a crown on her head. And when he walked in, somebody put a crown on his head. She said, I don't know. You know, I think I want to be ruler of the whole world. He said, ruler of the world? You can't be ruler of the world. She said, yes, I can. You go back down to that fish and you change my wish. So he went down, went to the fish. He called, fish, oh, fish. The fish popped up. What is it now? She wants to be ruler of the world. Ruler of the world? Who in the world does she think she is? You go home and she will have what she will have. So he went home. There was that little hovel of a house that he had from the very beginning. But there was no wife. Where was she? And then he realized his wish had been answered. And that's the story of the fisherman and the golden fish. Thank you.